If you like the thrill of giving yourself unnecessary deadlines, you're going to enjoy this.
I'm mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass brain.
Did I set a timer? This is the problem. Start pizza in. I always forget to set a timer. Good thing I'm a crazy person recording shit. So now I know it's been okay. Thank you. Hi there. So today we're gonna be making pizza. Last time we made challah. That was a lot. This one, not so much. I'm gonna be making Helen Rennie's recipe for a no-knead pizza crust. There is a bit of kneading involved. It really should be called kinda knead pizza crust. Anyway, we are gonna need 226 grams of all-purpose flour. You don't have to be super precise. You know what, it's fine, 228. No. 226. A teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt. 158 g of water. Either a teaspoon and a quarter of active dry yeast or a teaspoon of instant yeast. And we're just gonna let it chill there for a bit. Actually, you know what? She said to just mix it with the flour. It's fine. I got it confused with another recipe. Anyway, we're just gonna dump all of this in then. Mix this whole thing up. And I just realized that I forgot something. While your hands are still clean, you're also gonna wanna measure 20 grams of olive oil I use a 7-cup container for this recipe. So yeah, you're gonna wanna go ahead and do that before your hands get dirty before you start kneading. You're just gonna wanna mix this with a spoon until it's kind of hard to mix with a spoon. Then you're gonna have to go in with your hands. So, you know what? This can wait. We can measure our oil, 20-ish grams. We're gonna start kneading our no-knead pizza. Once it's kind of hard to stir it with a spoon, go in there with slightly wet hands, and then just in one direction, just kind of knead it around. Like, it doesn't have to be pro level. Knead it around until all the flour's kind of incorporated in it. So you see, this is why the whole no-knead moniker is kind of a lie, because there is actually some kneading involved. It's just not a whole lot. But Helen says, once this whole thing kind of starts sticking all over, like it's doing now, and there's no dry flour left, then you're good to go. So, we are good to go. And that's our dough. And then we're just gonna plop it in our little container. You just cover this and refrigerate. This thing is actually going to be good refrigerated for up to 5 days. They actually recommend to make this at least a day ahead. And that is exactly what I did. Actually made the same thing like 2 days ago. We can, I guess, compare. The rice is not going to be as obvious because it's a very wide base. But when I use this, which is also a 7-cup container, like it actually goes all the way up here. But just to compare the rice, so this is how it compares. This is like super brand new. This is like 48 hours or something. So that's what it's gonna look like. My oven has preheated to 500 degrees. You're gonna want to do that. That's fine. You're gonna have enough time to prep everything before the pizza stone is even ready. Okay, so before you do any kind of prep work and before you even preheat your oven, make sure to put your pizza stone in the lowest rack possible and then either remove the other rack or put it in the topmost rack so you have enough space when it's time to transfer the pizza to the stone. Alright, so we are getting ready to do the prep for our pizza. Oh, really quick. I don't know if downstairs me told you, but once the pizza stone is in the oven and you preheat it and the oven reaches 500 degrees, you're going to want to wait another hour after that before you even start baking. now that I remember, while this thing is preheating, you can make roasted garlic. So I'm going to do that because I'm going to use that for one of my pizzas. Take a head of garlic, just slice off the top. Just like so. And then wrap it in foil. Actually, I would use avocado oil, which is a higher smoke point. It has a smoke point of 520. So I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil. Not olive oil, avocado oil over it. And then wrap it in a tight little bundle. Then you just pop it in a hot rack for like 10-15 minutes. And then you take it out, and then you let it cool a little bit before you work with it. And then you have roasted garlic, and then you can make roasted garlic paste. Okay, so now that I've committed to that, I guess I'm gonna make roasted garlic chicken pizza. Let's get ready. So part of the prep work for me is just buying pre-made grilled chicken breast strips from Target, not sponsored. Or you can use leftovers. Actually, earlier I was thinking maybe I will make a meatball pizza from a single midnight meatball that I have left over. That might work, actually. So, yes, so it's going to be chicken barbecue pizza, roasted garlic, a meatball pizza, maybe a marg, I don't know. We'll see. So, part of the prep work is just chicken. Done. For the chicken barbecue pizza, you are going to need some red onions. So, here's actually a thing. Do any of you actually use the garbage disposal in your sink? Because I know that people say not to use it, but I'm like, well, why is it there though? What I do is just put the cutting board's edge here, so that when I cut onions or whatever, or like garlic, I just right in there. So anyway, try to get it as thin as possible maybe, if you can. But if you can't, it's fine. No, that's fine. So another prep thing is get this chicken and toss it in, god fucking damn it, toss it in barbecue sauce of choice, and my choice is Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. It's really good. I'm just gonna toss the chicken in there. We don't have to do it now, so at least this is done. I already made our Alfredo sauce, which I made a video about making the Alfredo sauce the other night. It took a life of its own. Oh shit, I forgot. For the roasted garlic chicken pizza, caramelized onions are actually kind of a big deal. So I'm gonna have to make caramelized onions. Let me just do that real quick. So anyway, I actually switched out to the bigger chopping board. You do have to kind of hope that they're all of equal thickness so that they all cook at roughly the same time. But you know what? If they're a little imperfect, it's fine. I've heard of like a lot of tips on how to avoid having tears when you're cutting onions. I don't think any of them are true. I think the only thing that actually works is either wearing contact lenses or just not being a pussy. I'm tearing up. It's fine. I should be preheating some olive oil in the skillet. I'm gonna do this now. Just like a tablespoon or two. Kind of wait for that to preheat. This is done. Then I'm gonna try to remember if there's anything else I forgot. Alright, when the oil starts to kind of shimmer a little bit, that's when you know that it's probably ready. Very comforting words. You just put the onions, and it should sizzle like that. Looks a little overcrowded right now, but it's gonna reduce. Once you get that going, just add a couple pinches of salt, toss it a little bit just to get the salt incorporated, and then you are gonna just leave that be. You're gonna leave it for maybe like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And then you're gonna check if it's already brown in the bottom. You're just gonna peek a little bit. And then if it has, you toss it around, and then you wait a couple minutes, and then you check if it's brown, and then you toss a little bit. You wanna fuck with this as little as possible so that it does actually get caramelized. So let's make sure I have another task at hand. If I am not distracted, I'll be fucking with this all the time. So check on our caramelized onions. They still have not browned. I have also remembered to take out the garlic I was roasting. Also, I have started to grate some mozzarella, some parmesan, and some Gouda. I don't think that's content you need to see, so just leave it alone. So there has been some progress in our caramelized onions. I'm sorry, but our hood is haunted and it just turns on whenever it feels like it needs to. It really is getting hot in here. We are still preheating this oven at 500 degrees. It's been going for like 30 minutes or something. I also want to show you our roasted garlic. This is now what it looks like. This is now what it looks like. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna pop these out of their little paper shells and we're gonna mash them with a bit of olive oil. And now we have roasted garlic paste. Make sure that you cool your roasted garlic before you start doing this, because you're gonna burn yourself. It's still hot, but it's fine. So we're making progress here. It's getting caramelly. It doesn't have to be like the smoothest paste ever. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, onion-wise, so we're in a pretty good place right now. It's good enough caramelized. It's good enough caramelized. We can push it further. So now that I'm happy with this good enough caramelized onions, we are gonna hit it with a bit of balsamic. And also, the balsamic adds flavor, but also you can dupe people into thinking that the onions are more caramelized than they actually are. So that's always nice. Anyway, I'm done. And now, we can actually go ahead and make the fucking pizzas. I think we're finally ready to move on to the dough. You're just gonna split it into 4, makes for like a perfect size personal pizza. So we're gonna get a fourth of that dough. We're gonna put it on a piece of parchment paper. This is important because it's gonna make it really easy for you to slip this back into the pizza stone. And also our pizza stone has been preheating in the oven for an hour at 500 degrees. Now that you have your dough on your parchment paper, you're just gonna lightly tap it into a decent sized pizza. This is gonna pop in the oven for 8 minutes, and that's the perfect amount of time for you to get your next pizza ready. I tried to get a circle, but you know, no one's ever gonna say, hey, your pizza tastes great, but I wish it was more circle. So for this first one, we're gonna be making the roasted garlic chicken. So we are going to smear the roasted garlic, put on some Alfredo sauce, and put on the chicken, some mozzarella, some caramelized onions, pop it in the oven. I forgot, chopped scallions. I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, some of that roasted garlic paste over our dough. We're gonna put in our quick Alfredo sauce, which is basically, I believe it's like a cup and a half of heavy cream, a cup or 2 of Parmesan, and half a cup of butter. I don't know if I've already said this, but I actually made a video of me making this same Alfredo sauce the other night. That took a life of its own. That's probably going to be its own separate video. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. We have our white sauce, and then we are going to put our chicken. Then we're going to put our mozzarella over it to kind of hide the chicken. I want it to be a surprise. And my idea is I want this to look just like a white-ass pizza with some caramelized onions and green onions on top of it. And then when you bite into it, it's like, protein? I did not sign up for this. Oh, maybe a bit of the Alfredo on top. Won't hurt. It's fine. And then a little bit of those caramelized onions. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Just a lot. It's fine. It tastes really great. And then your green onions that you chopped up very last minute. Then we're going to move this to our pizza stone. Another thing you can do is you can cut this up to a circle so that the edges don't burn so much to the oven. That's good enough. So now we're going to pop this into the oven. Downstairs me will probably show you how I actually do this with a better view, but I'm probably going to reserve that for the last pizza because I'm not going to change cameras or like change tripods just to do that. I kind of want to just like swing into this and just do shit. So set it at 8 minutes. Then we're going to work on our next pizza, which I think what I want is barbecue chicken pizza. Woo! I'm fine. But I think I already said that the 8 minutes is like a perfectly good time for you to be able to shape your dough and get your next pizza ready. And if you like the thrill of like giving yourself unnecessary deadlines, you're gonna enjoy this. We're gonna make our second dough. This is gonna be chicken barbecue pizza. We're gonna need our barbecue sauce. We already have our chicken that I tossed around in the barbecue sauce. We have our sliced up red onions. We're gonna need mozzarella and some grated Gouda as well. So let's get to it. 6 minutes to go. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. This and the roasted garlic chicken one is my favorite. 5 minutes. 4:43. That is good enough for me. Then we are gonna just a little bit of barbecue sauce. Spread it over there. We're gonna do our mozz. Just a little bit of mozz. The flavor is mostly gonna come from the Gouda. Is the thought process. So, haphazardly, just throw your chicken around. Then, 2 minutes. Well, 2:52. Then you're gonna put your Gouda. 2.5 minutes left. And then, you're gonna put your red onions. And we are good to go. Time! 2 minutes. Actually, recipe does call for the pizzas to be baked for 8 minutes, but I like to check in with the pizza at the 6-minute mark, just in case it's starting to get overdone. We are good. So we can tidy up a little bit. This is done. You know what? Never hurts to have more barbecue sauce. Yes! Then we're going to put cilantro over it later. Oh my god! Pizza's already done. And I didn't have time to clean up. Oh my god, what a woman. I'm going to have another board here to transfer the pizza into. 30 seconds, I think we're good. We're going to pull out. I'm calling it. Then give the oven a bit of time to kind of recover. I'm going to show you it, actually. Hopefully it doesn't fall to the ground. Oh, yeah. Look it. And then you're going to look at the bottom to see that it gets those nice little leopard print things. Shut the fuck up. Alright, time for the next one. Timer for 8 minutes. Unnecessary rush to make our next pizza dough. You know, this is the kind of person that I am. When I'm doing this by myself, I like the time crunch, but if someone told me to fucking hurry up. But I think for this next one, we're gonna do our leftover midnight meatball. I don't think I'm gonna give it a hit of mozz. Just hit it with a bit of parm. If the dough just kind of starts springing back at you, it will spring back. Like if it does, you know, kind of resist you too much, give it a rest. Let those gluten strands kind of relax. And that's that. So we're just gonna move on to getting our meatball sauce. Is that enough time rest for you, bitch? Bitch! I don't have time. No, that's a lot of time. 5 minutes left. There, last minute. I have also decided to put some pecorino in this. Why not? No, I have pecorino. I have pecorino. Oh, okay. Alright, so you have 4 minutes left. And you really don't want to put like your sauce way too ahead. I'm just too fast. But you don't want to put that ahead and waterlog the dough. So I'm just going to move on ahead and kind of pinch off some meat from my meatball. We're probably not going to end up using all of this. If there's too much meatball, not a problem. I don't think it is. We're going to put our meatball sauce. Meatball sauce. Fine, let's put some lots. Not a whole lot. This is basically like a New York style, I guess. That's boring. So we're going to put our meatballs. And then for this, since these meatballs that I made the other midnight, they are they're very parsley heavy. I think the proper topping for this, once it comes out of the oven, is parsley. So we're just gonna put parm, some freshly grated parm over it, a lot of freshly grated parm over it, and also some pecorino, because why not? Seems like a good idea. Anyway, time to check out on our second child. She a little pale. That is the problem. I'm gonna give it an extra minute. It's fine. I know. But I'm gonna give it a bit more time. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Can I load the dishwasher in 1 minute? Let's see. Alright. We've given it an extra minute. Let's see how it's doing. It is good enough. Ouch! Second baby out. This is our chicken barbecue pizza. Oh, actually the bottom is kind of good. I was peeking at the wrong side, I guess. But yeah, I thought it was a bit under on the bottom, but it's fine. Am I surprised? Me put out anything but perfection. Alright, time for our third pizza. This is our midnight meatball pizza. And we're good. We're gonna make our final pizza, which is gonna be just an Alfredo. And I just remembered that I forgot to slice up some green bell peppers. Probably not gonna need a whole lot. Well, that should never hurt nobody. Did I set a timer? This is the problem. Third pizza in, I always forget to set a timer. Good thing, I'm a crazy person recording shit, so now I know it's been okay. Thank you. Looks like our Alfredo is gonna be more of an Alfredito. It's gonna be Alfredinho. It's gonna be small, that's what I'm saying. It's fine, because I'm the least excited about him and So for this, we're just gonna hit it with, so it's just gonna be this, our Alfredo sauce with Mott's chicken, and then our green bell peppers. And then, personally, I like some spinach. If I'm gonna eat something that I'm not like crazy about, I might as well be able to pretend that it's healthy. Actually, I would have made Margherita, but that's usually like my red sauce pizza. But, you know, we're trying out meatball today. Nothing left to do. And I love it, and I hate it at the same time. Oh my god, there's 4 more minutes left. What do I do with all this time? All in all, I have no regrets. The sun still shines, the sun still sets. And the heart forgives, the heart forgets. But what will I do now with all this time? It also works out if you still have like a lot of fresh time and it's starting to go bad. Works out. These are the tips that I give out. I am so full of wisdom. time to check up on our third baby. He's gonna need another minute extra. We'll see. Time to check up on our baby. Okay. He's fine. This is our third pizza. This is our meatball pizza. Our crust is getting paler and paler as the day goes by, but we're gonna have to work with that. Give the time oven to like catch up with me, like heat-wise, because I'm so hot. So I'll be back. Oh, you know what? That was not the move. So the move is we're gonna put a bit of the Alfredo, and by a bit I mean kind of a lot. And then we're gonna put the chicken, no, the Alfredo, then the mozz, then the chicken, then some parm, then some bell peppers, and then some spinach. And just like tear some spinach. And then you know what? Just to be a little extra, just some coarsely ground pepper. Why the fuck not? That's it. So it's really easy because of the parchment. So you just do this. Done. Confession. I was actually very nervous that I will fuck it up that time because I know that some of you are just praying for my downfall. But you gotta wait, boo. I feel like my bones is probably coming soon. Well, oops. Our last baby is out of the oven. She's kind of my least favorite, but it's fine. Still love her a little bit. And now we have our 4 babies. Pizza delivery, bitch. And now, our 4 pizzas are done. They're beautiful. Let me just walk over there and show you very, very casually. Very casually. Just, tell your dad it's not DiGiorno. Yes. And now, it's time for some B-roll. I don't know, I guess I'm supposed to eat this at the end. Put a gun to my head, right? Rosita is still my favorite daughter. Rosita is the roasted garlic chicken. She's still my favorite daughter. Very closely followed by Honey BBQ, which is the chicken barbecue. Alfredo. I wish I had Margherita instead. The true revelation is that meatball here is a great new addition to the pizza family. But look, I just want to show you a slice. My Rosita today ended up being a thick girl, but like still crusty on the bottom, and she tastes like a fucking pan pizza, and I love it. I don't know how I did that. Compared to Honey BBQ over here, she's thin. Rosita, she a hefty girl, and I love her for that. So I don't know how I did that. And I wish I could replicate it next time. So, thank you for watching. These are my 2 favorite daughters, Honey BBQ, Rosita. Say goodbye. She's skinny and sassy. She's thick. Love you, bye. What else are you here for? Oh, Alfredo. I wish I had Margherita instead. But you're fine.